baby's proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. This will make it into the end zone, and no run back on this one. So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he connects with Ebron. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Packers 7. Cardinals nothing. Kairos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Love into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Coleman. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for them to start things out. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tate. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 38.
This is Coleman. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 3-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Love. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Tate to return it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it drops down incomplete. Kendall thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Now Mahomes on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up into 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Love. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He's thrown. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love looking to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 49-yard line.
Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Love. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him a step. But in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Love. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. They begin the drive with Coleman. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
9-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, Love steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. His pass caught at the 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
4th and goal.
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. That's to his running back, complete. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
26, Miles
Now the Cards going to call
Sanders
another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
A big play there. Touchdown. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Packers 19, Cardinals nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick
now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Play fake. Here's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going back to Love. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air again, Love. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Jonathan Taylor. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16.
Packers 19.
Well, this one provided some good drama. down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for Green Bay, hey, you get a win.